Hello, I am Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and depending on your time zone and geographical location. Thank you once again. We are going to discuss Abia State about Governor Otti, Alex Chioma Otti, and he just unveiled another project built by one of the investors in Abia State. And we are going to discuss about it because it gladdened my heart when good things happen in the homeland. Returning subscribers, you're all welcome. New subscribers, thank you for joining us. And old subscribers, thank you very, very much for always being there for us and always supporting, watching. The time you spend is not a wasted effort. Thank you very much. I hope you're having a wonderful time wherever you are. We're going to start off by saying Governor Alex Chioma Otti reaffirms commitment to support investors as communication facility is unveiled in Abia State. That's exactly what happened there. Alpha Television and Alpha FM, Spin FM, Abia State. For those that are not familiar with Abia State is in Nigeria, in the eastern part of Nigeria, and is regarded as the home of small-scale industries and also indigenous craft and technology. So Abia or Aba, which is in Abia State, is known as like China of Nigeria because every product that is imported from China have been produced there as well. Sometimes you would think that is imported products, but eventually you will notice that this is actually made in Nigeria. Although previously they keep on writing made in Italy, made in China, and all those stuff. But they are becoming more confident now. Everything, garments, shoes, belt, machine tools, loads of things. You can name one. So, but if you are joining us, remember to subscribe, remember to like, remember to comment, and share this what we are discussing. So, it's very, very important. Let us continue. I am Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. Abia State Governor Dr. Alex Chioma Otti has reaffirmed the commitment of his administration to support investors and businesses within the state, as they are critical stakeholders to job creation and human capacity development, which he is championing. Governor Otti stated this on Sunday during the official commissioning of Nostra Communication Limited, Nostracom House, a state-of-art broadcast facility which houses Spin 95.3 FM, Alpha Spin Television, as well as a musical photography studio and digital entrepreneurship center, which would provide opportunities for the youths to express themselves. The governor, represented by the Commissioner for Information and Culture, Prince Oke Kano, in address titled New Opportunities Through Partnership, underscored the significance of fostering partnerships and encouraging investments as key elements in building a dynamic and prosperous state. He expressed gratitude to the visionaries behind Nostrocom House for their immense contribution, which he said has demonstrated a significant faith, sorry, a significant faith in the state potentials for growth and prosperity, and has positioned Abia as a hub for media and ICT-driven businesses. We are excited by what we have seen here today, and our expectation is that when we come out of this in the medium to long term, we motivate others to look to Abia for fruitful investments and ventures, especially in the emerging and traditional media space. Very much like in all other business endeavors, where our competitive advantage as a state can offer an edge to prospective investors. As you may well know, our administration is breaking new grounds in the provision of modern and sophisticated infrastructure, holistically supporting private sector ventures as well as opening up the state as the next frontier of excellence in governance, rewarding public-private partnerships, and so much more. The governor outlined the state government's vision for modern infrastructure, excellency in governance, and fostering public-private partnerships, and noted that the media outfit would join the vibrant media industry in Abia as a strategic partners to contribute in educating, informing, and entertaining the public. Governor Otti, who also lauded the medals, the media role in honest reportage, emphasized their contribution to the success of the state government's programs and encouraged the media outlets to remain consistent in disseminating truthful information that supports public interest. The governor expressed satisfaction that various media platforms in the state have refrained from lending their channels to misinformation and urged them to continue to be commitment to the commitment to truthful information dissemination. He assured the management of Nostracom House that the doors of the state government are always open for collaborative discussions on how the government can assist them as well as contribute to realizing their set goals. The senator representing Abia South Senatorial District, Senator is Enyinaya Baribe, and the immediate past deputy governor of the state, Right Honorable Ude Okochukwu, while commending the lawmaker representing Abia Central Senatorial District, Senator Austin Akubundo, for achieving defeat, call on the people of Southeast Zone to emulate him by investing in the region for its overall development. I am still Kodili-nye. I am the son of the wonderful. We are talking about Abia State, the investors flooding into Abia State, and the governor is also attracting more. And this, one of these is one of the, although a politician that built this, but I think Abia is now focused in total development, and we are so glad that this is coming to this state where the citizens and dwellers have suffered years of maladministration and corrupt and inept leadership in the state, which has completely ruined the future of this state. This state should be having capable hands and should be in the news for the right reason. But over the years, all the infrastructure collapsed, and the governor was basically, governance is non-existence in the state. Over the years, it was very sad. Most of the roads collapsed, and the people were living like a sheep without a shepherd. So that's why there are so much joy in the streets of Abia State, because of this new revolution championed by Dr. Alex Otti, the executive governor of Abia State. And this has restored faith to many. It has restored hope again, hope that were lost for ages. So that's what we are talking about. As if you are not subscribed, stay tuned, and we will continue on our news discussion. So we continue on our discussion. I am Kodili-nye, the son of Wonderful. So the duo noted that the broadcast outfit would not only raise the bar in communication and information dissemination, but also create employment opportunities and contribute to reducing youth involvement in criminal activities. They emphasized the importance of investing in the southeast of Nigeria for its holistic development, noting that Igbo have recognized the need to invest at home in the region and encourage Abians to prioritize regional development. In her remark, Executive Director of Neutral Communication Limited, Ms. Chidimma Akobundo, says the project was nurtured by her parents' determination to contribute to the overall social economic development of the state, as well as provide employment opportunities for Abia youths. Ms. Akubundo noted that the music, photograph, studio, and digital entrepreneurship skills acquisition programs would enable Abia youth compete globally in areas of technology, as well as help them set up businesses that will drive the gross domestic product, GDP, of the state. She added that the broadcast outfit would collaborate with the mission and vision of Dr. Alex Otti led administration and the relevant stakeholders to move the state forward. The ceremony, which also featured goodwill messages by former chairman Niger Delta Development Commission Chief Onyama Ugochukwu, legal advisor and director World Bank Lady Vivian Irundi, former Minister of State for Science and Technology Chief Henry Uko, State Officer, National Broadcasting Corporation, Mrs. Emma Obong, former 3-time Commissioner for Information, Akwa Ibom State, Honorable Anil Khan Omana, was chaired by Dr. Godwin Nwabonka. The event attracted an area of dignitaries, including present and past members of the State House of Assembly, serving and former members of State Executive Council, among other dignitaries. You will recall that Governor Otti, some few days ago, commissioned 2 bank branches in the state, one at Abia, and the other at Umuahia. The Signature Bank was commissioned, and a lot of investors have been flooding into Abia State. A lot of them are foreign, and most are local. They have been inquiring to invest in the state. Some are inquiring to build a steel rolling plant in Abia State. Some are inquiring to build modular refineries. Some are talking about cement industry. Some are also into agro business. Some are into shoe and garment making factory. Some of them are into other high-tech industries. which, for our information, it is very, very good for the state economy. There are also fertilizer companies and the power generating firms that has indicated to set up in Abia State. So since Chioma Otti getting into the state as the executive governor, and the investors' confidence has been restored again. And he has been doing wonders in the infrastructure, which, even to the blind will see that. And because of his methodical way of doing things, especially the infrastructure roles, and how quick he's doing it, a lot of other governors in the southern Nigeria, especially in the eastern Nigeria, are beginning to move like him, move with speed and more determined than, instead of making a lot of orations and speeches. So they are now seeing that they have to also join the bandwagon and be very serious, because the people are following the right leadership now. As na onye bu ji igo ka ewu na-eso. Onye ji igo ka ewu na-eso. That's a popular saying in Alibo. So basically, Alex Otti, I hope he continue on this level, because failing to continue on this will cause a lot of disappointment to many. He will definitely transform Abia and Abia State. He will definitely transform, because once he open up that Abia major Abia Port Harcourt Road, which is building using Julius Berger, if he can complete it this year, as Julius Berger promised to complete by December, definitely Abia will be completely linked to Port Harcourt. And things in Abia is quite cheaper than Port. Port is too expensive. Many people are living in Port, but they are struggling because of its cost of living. Everything, food, everything is very expensive in Port. So now they have to easily go to Abia and Abia State to buy things in a very cheap distance. And it will help a lot of them even thinking about relocating to Abia State, because it will be less than an hour, to get into Abia State or Abia. So less than an hour or 30 minutes, you get in there with that road if it's completed. So that's how you open the economy. That's how you open your state. In spite that road is a federal road, but he knows the importance of that road. That's why he is determined to borrow money to get that thing. I think it's around 30 billion or something. He's determined to push forward and build that road. Whereas some other governors will be saying, oh, that's federal road until the federal. So if you are waiting for the federal government, you're wasting your time. Your state keep on going down, because the state doesn't actually have much from the federal government. So if you can borrow money and do those important roads, your state will benefit more from it. So at the end of the day, your people will be gainfully employed, the economy will expand, internally generated revenue will be flooding into the state, investors will be flooding, everything will be working in very perfect order. And at the end of the day, the people, the government will be happy, because it will be able to repay the loan and be able also to have more money to build other critical infrastructures. So that's what we're advocating, that these governors in our homeland should actually see a way of doing those federal roads. See a way, because in the homeland we don't have a lot of major roads like motorways. And the few ones are damaged, although they are all federal roads, but we need to build them and build more so that the economy will be improved. And also thinking about the railway they've been talking about linking the whole eastern Nigeria, even with the southern Nigeria, south or whatever they call it in Nigeria. So it's very, very important for them to look at that this thing and map out like 3 years and get it done. So it's very, very important because it's critical that the means of transportation or transportation infrastructures are top notch. So and an environment, they also need to look at the environment because the homeland is quite dirty. The environment is in a mess. They need to work on that. They need to clean up the environment. They need to do a lot of things. They need to give capable hands to manage the environment, waste disposal, and other things, critical things, because the visitors cannot be coming to your house once your house is littered with dirty bins and shit everywhere. So if you want to welcome visitors, you make your place very, very nice. So that alone will attract a lot of people, because when they see that on the television, they say, let me go and see what's going on there. And like Moses did in the Bible, Moses saw the burning bush and said, oh, what is happening? Was in amazement, and he went, and that's how he was captured by God. So it's very, very important for us to think about that, because in our own houses, in those governors' houses, they keep it very clean. So a governor that is ruling a state, the state is like his also home. So he has to do everything in his hand because they have so much power, only that they don't understand that. Because is it a rocket science to tidy up the cities in the homeland, Abia, Umuahia, tidy everything up, even in the marketplace. Make it as clean, neat, no sandals, no mess anywhere. And with carrot and stick, it can be done. Because those that are not obeying what is expected of them will be dealt with. So time of leaving the people to do whatever they want is gone. The leadership has to lead from the front. So that's very, very important. So Abia State is moving. And for Nigeria to grow economically, a state like Abia State must come on board. It must be having capable hand. The infrastructure must be put for them. Because in that state alone, you have millions of small-scale industries. Supposing if the government of the federal and state were able to put 24-hour lighting and give loans to those small-scale industries, I do believe that Nigeria will, through Abia State or Aba, be producing thousands of goods or millions of goods that will be exportable to many countries, like shoes, cheap shoes, garments, and all those things. We will eventually replace Pakistan, replace Sri Lanka, replace Vietnam, and even going nearer to China, because if you produce, we might produce cheaper. It might be cheaper than Chinese goods. So it's very important that they should look at the bringing power to 24-hour electricity to Abia State or Aba. So they need to do that as soon as possible. Find a way to get companies that will provide some areas 24-hour electricity. Give them the mandate that I want this area 24-hour electricity within a year. And many countries, many companies. Because now it's in concurrent list, meaning that it's no longer only on the federal exclusive list. It's also state. The state can have their electric law, make an electric law, and also sanction the companies that are not doing very well, and also license some other companies in their state to operate. So that's why it's difficult to understand. It's difficult to understand why these governors are not looking at these potentials. Even airports, Abia State also need airport. They need to build international airport, because Most of those people using Port Harcourt Airport are from Abia State. Even those using Owerri, a lot of them are from Abia State. So if they can build airport now, Airport International is also on concurrent list. So meaning the state can also operate international airport. They need to get investors who will come and build international airport. Even if they start with local, but they should also have at least one international or two international planes landing in there. So it will help also for this state to be more business friendly, and the ease of doing business will improve, because a lot of investors come through the air. Few of them come through the sea or the roads, but most come through the air. And you don't expect them, the investors coming to Abia State, to be landing in other states, because they might change their mind. Like what happened to one of the states, I think Anambra State in the past, when they don't have airports. So some investors that are meant to invest in the state landed in one neighboring state. And because of that, they landed in Delta. And because they landed in Delta, before the governor knew that, they changed their mind. They decided to invest in Delta State. That was a disaster, because the industry they were attracted to establish would have actually gave thousands of people job in the state. So the Anambra lost that, and many other investors were lost over the dilly-dallying in having airports in the state, until finally Sawuli Obiano break the jinx. So that's exactly. So Abia State, I think these days, one of Alexotti might decide to break these genes. I know he was talking about it's not a priority, but you don't say this is not a priority, because the investors are going to bring their money, even if the state are not going to build it directly. But the state can also start with phase by phase. Maybe you have 3 or 4 phases, build a little terminal, get the runway done, build a little terminal, and from there, expanding it through PPP, So it's very, very important. And it's gladden my heart to know that Otti is Alexotti is well prepared for this job. So supposing the industrial estate that is starting in Okwa East, or Okwa West or Okwa East, near Abia, if those modular refinery and other companies set up there, Abia will be an investor's heaven. It will be a gold mine, because basically thousands of people will be employed. That modular refinery can actually employ not less than 1,000 people directly. So that's exactly another industries. So a lot of companies like Paints Company are actually in Abia. A lot of them collapsed over the years, but new ones are coming up. So what has affected them is poor infrastructure. But with this determined governor or government in Abia State, great news will continue to come through this state. So we in this place is hoping that the Abia revival will continue and will accelerate. And another thing I need to urge the Abia indigenes and dwellers is to always encourage the other people from Abia State to invest heavily in Abia, because a lot of Abia people have a lot of investment away from Abia State. If they can bring between 20 to 30 or 50% of their investment to Abia State will be number one or number 2 in Nigeria. So that's a simple thing to do. So Shomo Otti, the executive governor, should push more and more on think home philosophy, Akuluna. Very, very important. And also, I will also urge all Abians, in spite of their political difference, to join hands to make this homeland a livable and a prosperous homeland. I am still Kodili-nye. Remember to like, remember to comment, remember to share. Promise me that you are going to like, comment, and share. It's very important. If you have any other thing, we can come to the comment section and continue this discussion. It's very important that you continue to bring suggestions that will bring about the turnaround of our homeland. Thank you for all that you have done and the precious time you have spent to watch us. I am still Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. See you in the next video. Have a wonderful time and a wonderful day. Bye.